Channel 3 Eyewitness News begins with breaking news.
First up right now at 5:30, we continue to follow breaking news impacting thousands of drivers here in our state.
95 is shut down after a fiery crash involving a tanker, with the flames causing so much damage to an overpass it will need to be demolished.
Now, Governor Ned Lamont gave an update on the shutdown just moments ago, and here's some of what we learned. The bridge demolition will start at 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, so it will happen overnight. They'll be gathering and getting to work on that. If everything goes as planned, the goal here is to have 95 open again for the Monday morning commute.
The DOT tells us that this bridge is less than 10 years old, but the fire warped the steel, so it is not safe to reopen. The governor filed an emergency declaration and hopes to get federal help to replace the bridge.
Now, of course, traffic is an absolute mess right now in that part of the state and really spreading all throughout the corner. It's going to be a big mess for at least the next few days.
And our team coverage continues with Renee Danino on traffic tonight. Renee.
Oh boy, nightmare is the word today, and I have to tell you, to add to the mix, you guys, there's a multi-car crash 91 southbound getting onto 95 through New Haven, and some of these drive times, take a look at your screen, and now at home, peek up at here. Greater Hartford is experiencing delays as usual, but look at the Waterbury area. That's going to be Route 8 through the Naugatuck Valley leading to 95, and then almost a 3-hour commute Fairfield County to the New York line. I also want to let you guys know that these roads are still closed. Now, we got a little bit of an update. 95 southbound closed between exit 16 and 15. Route 7 southbound, that ramp is closed. You're being detoured off at exit 16. 95 northbound closed at exit 14, but you are being detoured off and back on at exit 15, so just keep that in mind. Now, I do want to give you some track times because, unfortunately, in the New Haven area, the New Haven line for trains, you are experiencing a delay already getting into New York City, so keep that in mind, travelers. I know it's been a little bit of a mess, and I want you to take a peek at some of the local detours that have been posted at both sides of 95, the Parkway, I-84, Route 7. For New York travelers, I-87 suggested of trains, of course. That's your main transportation right now. Delays are expected through the evening, and tomorrow, if you're planning on using the Parkway, they're saying maybe leave about an hour earlier than ever anticipated. Guys, over to you.
Yeah, what a situation here. Renee, thank you very much. Now, we also just learned schools will be closed tomorrow in Norwalk. We will be staying on top of the breaking story and the impact to drivers throughout the state.
We are getting updates minute by minute here, so keep it here, right here on Channel 3 for continuing coverage.
Right now, nearly a 25-degree temperature spread across Connecticut. 57 right now in Groton with an onshore wind, to 81 currently at Bradley Airport. 75 Hartford, 72 right now in Waterbury. So if your plans take it out and about, say inland, you won't need a jacket. Very comfortable, but certainly a jacket will be necessary, especially throughout coastal and southeastern parts of our state. The cloud cover that lingered the longest with that onshore wind, again, keeping coastal areas cooler today. That cloud cover finally clearing out. We are tracking some showers up around Boston. Those are heading southeast, not in our direction. So first alert futurecast just generally showing, as we make our way through the overnight hours, a bit of an increase in cloud cover with a developing onshore flow. So because of the clouds and that change in wind direction, tomorrow temperatures relatively cooler, more in line with what's considered typical or average for this time of year. Mid and upper 60s inland, close to 60 along the 95 corridor. Much more on the weekend that includes a bigger downturn in temperature as well as a rising chance for rain in the first alert 7-day.
Mark, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. Right now, we do want to check in on another big story we have been following for days. Things took a violent turn overnight at UCLA and at Yale.
Video shows police making arrests on college campuses. In Los Angeles, officers in riot gear moved in, ripping apart the barricades that had been set up. More than 100 protesters were arrested. We
will have a lot more on those protests coming up, but right now we do want to turn to the return of protesters at UConn.
Pro-Palestinian supporters are once again gathering on the store's campus. This comes after several arrests and with graduation ceremonies coming up this weekend.
Yeah, our chief political reporter Susan Raff is live right now. She's at the Dodd Center for Human Rights with more tonight. Susan?
Mark, we are live here on the UConn campus outside the Dodd Center for Human Rights, and this is where pro-Palestinian supporters have been gathering. Many of them are speaking. We are hearing things like Free Palestine. We're also hearing many demands for the university. Now, there has been a lot of activity here on the UConn campus, but so far fairly peaceful, and some are hoping it stays that way, especially with graduations this weekend. It's picture day for UConn seniors. This weekend, they will be graduating.
I'm just ready to get my degree and get out, go to the next thing.
They're looking forward to having a graduation. 4 years ago, most high school graduations were canceled because of the pandemic. It's a stressful time on college campuses. Pro-Palestinian protests have turned violent at Columbia and other universities. USC has now canceled its graduation. They want colleges to divest with Israel.
President Rejeka, you can't hide.
Here at UConn, protesters camped out for days.
I think it's been really beautiful to see students from all backgrounds coming together and sharing those values and standing up against this genocide.
But when asked to leave, many refused. Police arrested 24 students for criminal trespassing and disorderly conduct. UConn is putting security measures in place for graduation. Metal detectors, additional police and security staff, and buffer zones around the entrances and exits. Fathers like Lee, who grew up during the Vietnam protests, respect free speech.
You can protest, but don't ruin it for everyone.
Kendall Andola says, as long as it's peaceful, they should be heard.
Every student has a right to protest what they believe. All the students on our campus I know haven't been violent, thankfully.
So a number of students are speaking here, and again, they want the university and the UConn community to listen, but there is a concern, obviously, with graduations this weekend. Many are hoping that graduations go on. Remember, these kids did not get a high school graduation 4 years ago, but the hope is that it will be peaceful, and UConn has taken some measures to ensure that hopefully it will be. We're live at UConn at Stores. Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Susan, thank you very much. Let's head back to New Haven right now. We have new information coming in on the ongoing pro-Palestine protests happening at Yale.
We now know how many people were arrested in last night's protest. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Hector Molina live in New Haven with the latest from police and the response from protesters. Hector.
Well, New Haven police confirmed to us that four people in total were arrested. That includes 2 students and 2 people from right here in New Haven. Now, in that protest, it included a stop at the Yale University's president's home as well. And Yale students and New Haven community members say there were instances of police brutality in some of those arrests. Now, Yale students and New Haven community members sent us video of some of those arrests being made. In a letter sent to us by them, the group says Yale PD officers tackled individual protesters to the ground. The group also says officers shoved marshals and police liaisons. Yale students and New Haven community members say those arrested were not armed or trying to resist arrest. The group also goes on to say some protesters were injured as their faces were slammed into the ground. Now, we've left messages for the Yale Police Department to comment, but we have not yet heard back. We're live in New Haven. Hector Molina, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Hector, thank you. Right now in Los Angeles, things are much calmer after a night of clashes and a lot of arrests.
Let's take a look at the video here. This is what remains after a 9-hour standoff with police. At one point, hundreds of officers in riot gear breached the perimeter of the encampment, started making arrests. As daylight broke, police had the tents cleared out, but protesters remained just outside the area.
Breaking windows, shutting down campuses, forcing the cancellation of classes and graduations. None of this is a peaceful protest.
President Biden says pro-Palestinian campus protests have not prompted him to rethink his Middle East policies. Today, he made his first public comments on all of this.
Biden also said he did not want the National Guard to be deployed to campuses. So far, at least 2,000 people have been arrested at pro-Palestinian protests across U.S. campuses. Coming up, bringing some Connecticut malls back to life, how some spaces are being reinvented as our Future of Malls series continues. And we continue to follow that breaking news in Norwalk. 95 shut down, creating a traffic nightmare for so many tonight.
Yeah, they basically want people to just avoid the area, work from home, take a train. This is some drone video right here from this afternoon showing all the backups. We are talking hours. We have more on ways to get around the scene and how long you can expect this to take. Hopefully by Monday, they're saying 95 could be open. Stay with us right here on Channel 3.
The ball ball games, the barbecues, and the best stuff happen on the weekend. It's what everybody's working for, right? That's why Connecticut's largest weather team is always looking ahead.
When a big shot of warmth arrives,
our weather experts give you the most accurate forecasts and the first alert to weekend storms.
1.5 to 2 inches of rain.
So you know what to expect this weekend and the next one too, helping you plan the perfect weekend. This is why we First Alert.
Have you been waiting to make a change? It's time. Rethink the way you live. Save up to 20% during our Buy More, Save More event. Experience the difference at Jordan's.
We wanted to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons, and patio enclosures helped us make that dream come true.
The one and only patio enclosures.
Ensure your home's AC system is ready for the summer heat ahead. Call ALO Home Services today and take advantage of their $99 AC system check. Prevent costly and inconvenient breakdowns backed by a worry-free no breakdown guarantee. Call, text, or click today and say hello, ALO.
Experience 5-star savings on our top-rated items today at Raymore and Flanagan. Save up to $1,200 on sectionals, including top-rated Modular 1, up to $700 on dining sets, and up to $800 on bedroom sets. Customer favorites are on sale throughout the store, including top mattress brands, or enjoy 72 months no-interest financing and free next-day mattress delivery, so you can sleep better by tomorrow night. Get deep discounts on top-rated items today at Raymore and Flanagan.
Where can you get internet speeds up to 10 times faster than Frontier? X marks the spot. Now get the lowest price ever for Xfinity Gig Speed Internet with unlimited data included. That's Xfinity Gig Speed Internet for only $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add a line of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited. Don't miss out on this deal for Wi-Fi you can count on. X marks the spot. Switch to fast, reliable Xfinity Internet and bring on the good stuff.
Have you been waiting to make a change? It's time. Rethink the way you live. Save up to 20% during our Buy More, Save More event. Experience the difference at Jordan's.
Welcome back. Big changes are coming to a number of malls across Connecticut.
Yes, some may be partially knocked down to build apartments, while others could be reimagined in some different ways.
And all week, the I-Team has been looking into the future of Connecticut's malls. Tonight, we are looking at what malls are planning with their reinvention.
Yeah, it's been really interesting. Channel 3 consumer investigative reporter Cassidy Williams is here to explain why malls are not dying. Cassidy?
An expert at Quinnipiac we spoke with says the death of malls is highly over-exaggerated. That's because the future of malls is in mixed use. Basically, some shopping, some entertainment, and some housing. It's just a matter of finding someone willing to foot the bill.
There's something blooming at the Connecticut Post Mall. Just don't expect it to be a new anchor store.
They still have a lot of space that's open.
It's the largest mall in Connecticut, and its owners say that's part of the problem.
Quite frankly, the malls of yesteryear are too big and not relevant to the way retail is sort of positioned today.
Michael Platt is the head of development for Centennial Real Estate, the Dallas-based company that owns the mall property. Milford City officials granted Centennial approval for up to 3 phases of construction. The plan is to tear down some of the mall and build up to 750 apartments. This is what it could look like.
And what we try and do is really turn these malls outward, stitch them into their community, and then make them more relevant by bringing in different uses that really responds to a broader segment of the population.
But ground hasn't been broken yet as the company works to figure out exactly how much it will all cost.
It is a process, and unfortunately it takes a period of time, but we are working feverishly to make that happen as soon as we possibly can.
So this was menswear, this was dresses.
At Stamford Town Center, instead of tearing down any empty anchor stores, Pickleball America moved in.
We are busy every night, every weekend. We just keep adding programs.
13 courts now fill the first floor of the old off 5th. Pickleball America leases the space. The company paid for all the changes with the mall owner's blessing. The space opened last September. They are already planning to add more courts on the upper level as demand keeps growing.
It's becoming a major destination for families. We have people coming from all over the tri-state area.
In Meriden, city leaders would like to see something similar happen, adding a mix of uses to the mall.
Personally, I don't ever want to get out of retail completely in the mall. I think it has a key component of it, but I think it's no longer going to be 100% like it was before.
In 2021, Yale New Haven Health bought the section of the mall that used to be Macy's and announced plans to turn it into a comprehensive outpatient center. But more than 2 years later, Meriden is still waiting for construction to officially start.
They've gone in, they've cleared everything out. Everything is, all demo is completed internally. We're in a holding pattern until Yale starts this. I was hoping this would already be, to be honest with you, open, because I think that this use is going to be a great one to bring traffic back into the mall. And once you have traffic and people coming in, then that's when the stores come back.
The I-Team asked Yale if there is a timeline for when the outpatient center could open. A spokesperson sent the statement. Like many health systems across the country, Yale New Haven Health is facing headwinds stemming from the COVID-19 pandemic and the current economic climate. We are being very thoughtful in our planning, and we will update everyone as we move forward. For now, the more than 179,000 square feet sit empty. Because even when a city or town supports reinvention,
the mall's going to look very different 5 years from now.
What that different means for each mall will depend on who is willing to spend the money.
Now, there are malls in our state who have managed to find success sticking with traditional retail. How they are doing it when our series continues tomorrow at 5. For the I-Team, Cassidy Williams, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, it's been really, really interesting to see all this, Cassidy. Thank you. Tonight we are asking in our Vote Now poll, how often do you shop at the mall?
Right now, 43% say once a year, but 36% say never. You can weigh in at WFSB.com.
I'm planning a trip there tomorrow, but perhaps if you're wanting to go to a mall this weekend, Sunday, the better of the 2 weekend days, as it's not only going to be cooler than average, but it's going to be on the wet side as well, with a rising chance for rain as the day moves forward. So in the meantime, tomorrow, relatively cooler, temps more in line with the early May as we close out the week under a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures a degree or two cooler on Saturday with a more pronounced onshore flow, and then we've got a cold front on Sunday, slow moving. Temperatures only reach the low and mid 50s. Well, a couple of showers certainly possible in the morning. The highest likelihood for rain coming through the afternoon and evening. And of course, keeping with our beautiful Monday trend, it's out of here to start next week. Increasing sunshine Monday, highs back in the 70 to 75 degree range. Couple degrees warmer on Tuesday, sun and clouds. And then as we head toward Wednesday and Thursday of next week, looking at the chance for some showers based on how a warm front sets up relative to Connecticut. So focusing specifically again on Sunday, giving you the first alert to some wet and chilly weather. You can see 7 o'clock in the morning, and we now see pretty good model agreement on the timing. It's as the day progresses that those showers become more likely. Here's noon on both the European and the American model, and we go into those darker shades of green as we head later Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. So the GFS, the American model, a little bit more pronounced here with the half-inch totals, those shades of green, whereas the European model keeps a little bit more in the way of substantial rain just to the west and northwest of Connecticut. But regardless, it's going to be cool, it's going to be damp, just downright wet at times by Sunday afternoon. 72 right now and dry. Good amount of sunshine looking live from Waterbury and from southeast Connecticut. A lot of traffic there on the Bascule Bridge, pedestrian and vehicular traffic, enjoying some nicer weather. Temps are notably cooler throughout southeast Connecticut in the 50s, thanks to the cloud cover lingering there the longest, and as well the onshore wind direction. Elsewhere inland and even farther west we're in the 60s, but inland we're in the 70s and even low 80s. We've got this little disturbance. It's pivoting across northern New England. It's heading southeastward, so not in our direction. And beneath that disturbance, temps in the 40s and 50s right now across Maine. And as that low moves farther away from us offshore tomorrow, it's going to be at least sending temperatures again a little bit closer to average for this time of year. So for your Friday, if you're going to perhaps do some yard work, get a head start on the weekend again. Tomorrow, a good day to do some yard work. Saturday, a good day as well. But as we head into Sunday, it's time to plan those indoor activities or perhaps tackle some house chores. Mid and upper 60s inland for tomorrow, upper 50s near 60 for many communities along the shoreline. So as we look at the upcoming weekend, Saturday again, onshore flow mostly cloudy. All the rain off to our west slowly on the approach, so showers early Sunday becoming likely through the afternoon and evening. So in our first alert 3-day forecast in summary, temps on Saturday under mostly cloudy sky, well into the mid-60s inland, close to 60 along the 95 corridor. Then we're all in the 50s on Sunday with showers becoming likely again from the afternoon into the evening.
All right, Mark, thank you. Next, the latest from Groton High School, where fentanyl was found in a bathroom. What school leaders are telling families tonight. And we continue to follow that breaking news in Norwalk. This is a live look right now at the shutdown, and we know this is creating major backups. It has for almost 12 hours. There are some suggested highway detours if you need to find your way back to 95 to get to other spots in New England.
Yeah, those are highlighted in red right there, which may also indicate what the traffic is like on some of those highways as well, to be honest with you, because it is just backed up everywhere right now. We also have Channel 3's Renee Danino standing by with another update on traffic. That is coming up right here tonight at 6.
The ball games, the barbecues, and the best stuff happen on the weekend. It's what everybody's working for, right? That's why Connecticut's largest weather team is always looking ahead.
When a big shot of warmth arrives,
our weather experts give you the most accurate forecasts and the first alert to weekend storms.
1.5 to 2 inches of rain.
So you know what to expect this weekend and the next one too, helping you plan the perfect weekend. This is why we First Alert.
It's been a tough few seasons for the Morgans. Let's recap.
Drafts drove up energy bills, and windows took some big hits.
We waited way too long to replace our old windows.
We worried about the cost and hassle. So what's your game plan?
We heard Window Nation installs high-quality windows that are much more affordable.
Looks like they're ready to team up with the pros.
Can't wait to see what this free estimate will save them.
Hey, Hartford, get your free estimate today. Plus 50% off windows and 0% interest. Go to getwindownation.com.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Like 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. Experience it all on America's largest and fastest 5G network. At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of unlimited for only $30 a line. Switch today. Brad Paisley's World Tour, June 29th at Mohegan Sun, with special guest Tyler Farr, benefiting the Boys and Girls Clubs of Hartford. Tickets on sale at Ticketmaster.
Yeah. It's a garage floor. It's okay to walk on. But they're so impressed with the work that Stefano Brothers did. It's amazing. And now with the new cabinets, I have everything in the place that it belongs. I know exactly what I have in my garage, and I know exactly where to get it. When I open my garage door, it's like the beginning of a new day every day. I waited 10 years to get this done, and I should have done it a lot sooner. It's the gift that just keeps on giving, to have an organized, clean, beautiful garage.
Our biggest challenge? Uncertainty. Hidden fees, surcharges, who knows what to expect.
Turn shipping to your advantage.
Keep it simple with clear upfront pricing.
With USPS Ground Advantage.
New for you right now at 5:30. We're learning this afternoon a small plane heading from Georgia to Connecticut crashed, killing the pilot. The plane went down in a neighborhood shortly after taking off from Augusta, Georgia, right around 7 o'clock this morning. First responders crediting the pilot, Jason McKenzie, with avoiding homes and saving other lives. He was the director of philanthropy at Augusta University and was heading to New Haven at the time of the crash. The FAA is now investigating what happened on that plane.
Now at 5:30, police are investigating a smash and grab that happened inside the West Farms Mall today. Farmington police tell us the sound of shattering glass startled shoppers, but there were no weapons involved or discharged. We've asked police for more information, including where in the mall this happened and what store was involved, and we're waiting to hear back.
I'm New London Bureau Chief Luke Hydash at Grosso Tech in Groton. A staff member here found fentanyl in this bathroom on Monday. The school SRO tested that white powdery substance multiple times, each of them coming back positive as fentanyl. One student now charged with illegal possession of narcotics and breach of peace, and their case will work through the courts. The school was able to use cameras to track down the student responsible. Now, school administrators are going classroom to classroom to remind students and staff the dangers of fentanyl and what to do if they encounter it. Narcan is also kept at the school in case of an overdose.
All right, with a good amount of sunshine right now, of course, First Alert Live Radar, the only live radar in Connecticut, still doing its thing, scanning dry. That will be the case through tomorrow. So for the bus stop, certainly looking good. Temps for the ride to school in the low 50s. Tomorrow we'll see a blend of sun and clouds. Inland temperatures reach well into the mid and even upper 60s. Meanwhile, on the shoreline, topping out near 60. As we head through the coming days as well, the weekend initially starting dry, so that means the allergens remain in the air. But as rain becomes likely on Sunday, prompting a first alert that we'll talk more about on Eyewitness News at 6. Certainly some relief in that department, just poorly planned, of course, as not only are we expecting rain that will impact weekend plans, but also temperatures going to be running well below average. A lot to cover ahead, again, on the First Alert 7-Day on Eyewitness News at 6.
All right, Mark, thank you. Eyewitness News at 6 is straight ahead, and we continue our team coverage on that shutdown 95. Mark.
Hi there, Stephanie. There's a lot coming up. A major story we've been following since early this morning. Tonight, we will bring you live coverage from our crews in Norwalk, the latest on how long the highway will be closed, when will the overpass come down, and the major impact it's having on drivers who rely on this area to get pretty much anywhere in that corner of the state.
All right, delays, detours, alternate routes. How long will it take you to get home or get back to New York? I'll have an update for you, and we'll hopefully get you around it with your latest traffic updates.
Some major update from the mayor of Hartford on what comes next on that school budget and the budget cuts, how they're working now to fill the gap. Those headlines and much more, including your First Alert forecast when you join us for Eyewitness News right here at 6.